So you feel lost. You feel like you have no sense of direction in your life. You feel like you have a lack of purpose. And personally speaking to you, bro, I can relate because a couple months ago, I was failing in my grades. I lost the goal that I had at that time. And as well as the most important thing, I lost my fire for YouTube. I had stopped uploading videos. I did not want to record anything. But then I did a couple of four things that helped me get in the groove of actually knowing where I'm going, to help me feel that sense of direction that I needed, that purpose that you want for yourself. And if that is what you're actually looking for, let's get into the video. And so the first thing that I did was waking up at odd hours, especially at the odd hours. Because to be honest with you, bro, as I have previously stated on this channel multiple times, I wake up around 4 a.m., 3 a.m. every day. But then at around that time, I had fell off. I had started waking up at 6, 7, slogging around, using my time in a wasteful manner. But the first thing that I did and told myself, like, hey, I feel lost here. Let me start waking up at the hours I used to wake up. It really helped me a lot because, like, it kind of tricks your brain into thinking that you're waking up for something important. Because, like, who the hell wakes up at 3 a.m.? Who the hell wakes up at 4 a.m. so early when there's no noise, no people trying to distract you, right? It helps you feel like, okay, yeah, I'm waking up for something. Yeah, I have to do this thing at this time because if I do it any earlier into the day, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it to the max amount of the potential that it can yield. And honestly, to be completely honest with you, like the other thing that it helps with, it makes you feel like a damn warrior. Because, like, dude, let's put this into perspective, right? What time would the barbarians, the Vikings, the samurais, the knights go and lay siege to another kingdom? Go and stop that evil force impending to their own territory around those late hours, because they knew that the enemy would be sleeping at this time. They knew that the enemy wouldn't be prepared at this time because, hey, they're resting, they're probably drunk, they're probably enjoying the spoils of war. So we need to go attack them at these hours. So, like, bro, it gives you that extra boost of feelings of like, yeah, man, I'm a fucking barbarian. You're like, yeah, I'm a fucking warrior. I'm gonna wake up and actually do this thing. And so, like, dude, the first thing to feel, to get that sense of direction that you need, to start waking up at odd hours. Maybe you wake up, read for a couple minutes, and maybe go back to sleep, or like just wake up and do something that makes you feel like a damn warrior. Maybe you do 10 push-ups, or maybe you meditate for like 15 minutes. Like, dude, just wake up at odd hours and do something to just get the ball rolling for you to feel like that direction, that sense of purpose. And moving on to the second thing, which is a personal philosophy of mine that I've actually embraced, that I've actually even made a short about a couple of weeks ago, was mess around and find out. Because, like, bro, to be honest with you, I cannot tell you why God put you on this planet. Like, I can't. I cannot tell you, like, oh, your purpose is to lift heavy weights and become a bodybuilder, to make a crap ton of money. Like, no, I can't do that. But, like, the way for you to find your purpose, your direction, to actually know where you're going, is mess around and find out. Like, that's the second thing. Mess around and find out. Because, like, dude, you've all seen that meme of that old dude who's like wearing the blue shirt and has a whiteboard saying, mess around and find out. Like, fuck around and find out. The more you fuck around, the more you find out, right? And then, like, that video is completely true. Because the more you mess around, the more you're gonna find out. And the more you mess around with things and interests that you have, the more you're gonna find out that you actually enjoy this thing. Like, dude, the way I started uploading videos on YouTube was when I started messing around on CapCut and learning how to video edit, which later evolved into me creating YouTube channels and learning the game of social media and stuff like that, to bringing new information today. Like, I wouldn't have been here telling you how to find your purpose, guiding you in the journey that I'm also in with you, if I did not mess around with video editing. And so for you, if you really want to know to find your passion, to really know where your passion is, mess around and find out. Like, that's the only way. You need to just mess around and find out. Like, there's no way you're gonna know your purpose until you actually go out there, try a few things, fail. If this thing doesn't feel right, just leave it, and then you move on to the next thing and the next thing until that one thing clicks. That's when you can find your actual purpose, your God-given gift and talent. And so once you start waking up at those odd hours, once you start messing around and find out, and I'm assuming at this point you found your purpose, you're moving on to step 3, dude, cut out the degrading inputs because, dude, nowadays your mind is the only thing that is stopping you from succeeding. You breathe the same air as the billionaire does. You shit the same shit that the billionaire does. The only difference between you and him is your level of thinking and your daily practices. Like, that's the only thing. Yeah, you may say, oh, you were born in the UK, I was born here, like skin color. Like, dude, that doesn't matter. As long as he's a human being, everything is fair game. But the thing that's different from you and him is the levels of thinking, the levels of perspective of reality, the way you transcend, the way you work on a multi-dimensional plane. I'm sorry, I'm getting into spirituality, but like, dude, that's the only difference between you and a billionaire. And for you to actually get to that level of actually finding direction in your life, to actually locking in on that purpose you found after messing around, is cutting out the degrading inputs. Like, dude, stop listening to Sexy Red. Stop watching the porn. Like, stop doing those things that you know are bad for you. You need to cut out things in order to create space for what's to come. Like, there's no way you're gonna reach the level. There's no way you're gonna work hard on that thing if you're still listening to Sexy Red, gang music, and stuff like that. And I know that stuff, and I know that music is kind of fun to listen to. I know, watching those videos, indulging in that junk food, and all of those things are fun. I get it. But like, dude, there's a time and a place for those things. But that's not now if you really want to start working on your purpose. If you want to find that direction in your life, cut out that stuff. Like, start listening to binaural beats. Like, start watching videos that enlighten your mind. Like, listen to podcasts, bro. Like, dude, the only way you're gonna reach that level of purpose, that direction that you're looking for, is to make that shift from leaving the bad stuff and embracing the good. And there's no way you're gonna do both. Like, there's a time and a place. And so cut out the negative inputs, cut out the bad music, cut out the junk food, cut out the porn and stuff, the bad stuff that you watch on the internet. Because, like, dude, that's the only way you're gonna find out your purpose. So now you start waking up at odd hours to trick your mind into waking up for something purposeful. You've messed around and find the thing that you want to indulge yourself in, to go ahead and first by messing around and finding out. And you've cut out the negative inputs to make space for the good things in your life. And the last thing is kind of gonna be gay and kind of gonna sound weird, but like, dude, it works for me. And I'm just gonna share what works for me and what has worked for me. And this is gonna help you like visualize the future that you want. And it's actually make a Pinterest board. And I thought this was weird at first, that like, oh, making a Pinterest board is kind of gay and stuff like that. But like, dude, I made mine and I really, really like it. In times of low moments and of like not seeing where I'm going on, what the videos that I make is going to impact, what reality is going to create for me, I just go on my Pinterest board, the live your life aesthetic, and see like, oh shit, like this is what I'm working for like the Italian houses, the nice Range Rover, the pretty girlfriend and stuff like that. And I know this kind of sounds materialistic, that I'm being motivated by fancy cars and nice houses, but to be honest with you, dude, like, we wouldn't be motivated to do anything in life if we didn't have the stick in front of us. So like, create a Pinterest board, create something that you want to have in your future. Maybe it's a fit body, a nice home gym, a beautiful house in Italy, whatever it may be. You just create your Pinterest board. Maybe make it as your wallpaper, maybe have like a daily reminder to actually look at it before you go to bed or when you wake up. So it just reminds you to why you're waking hard for, because like sometimes it gets hard to see the future. It gets hard to visualize the future. And making that Pinterest board will help you with that. And so I didn't know my purpose 5 months ago, and doing these 4 things, which is waking up at odd hours, messing around and finding out, as well as cutting out the inputs and making a Pinterest board, helped me make the shift to actually finding my purpose. And with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And goodbye, Kaizen.